Hey guys, Money with Yumi here, where I talk about anything and everything related to money and how to grow your wealth. In today's video, I want to share with you some of the things I stopped buying when I was trying to become a millionaire because I knew I had to cut down a significant portion of my expenses and not live a YOLO or formal lifestyle. So hopefully you'll find inspiration from my list to make your own list in your journey to become financially free. So the first one on this list is clothes. This shouldn't come as a surprise to you because I was never huge on shopping for clothes in the first place, so this is the first thing I stopped spending money on. I mean, I'll still get the essential items only when it's on discount or on clearance. Like I've said many times before, I am still wearing clothes from my secondary school and poly days. I'm not kidding, some of which may or may not have holes. Anyway, when I'm buying clothes, I try to buy something that will last me a very long time fashion sense-wise, so classic, everlasting design that will never go away. The second on this list is expensive food. Food in the US is so expensive. I was on a budget when it came to food for most of my adult life until I became comfortable. So if I ate out, I would have a budget for my food for something like less than $20, maybe $30, but that's it. And that brings me on to my next point of eating out, which is third on this list. Even though I didn't stop eating out completely, I would try to avoid eating out if I could. Being in the US made me a better cook and baker. Singaporean food, Taiwanese food, Chinese food, Korean food, Japanese food, Italian food, American food, you name it. It's kind of like a win and feel-good moment when you realize that your food tastes better than some of the restaurants here. The fourth on this list is food deliveries. I'm actually quite proud of this. I have not ordered any food deliveries for myself since 2014. Yeah, 2014, because that way I don't have to pay the delivery fee or tip the delivery driver. I think the last time I ordered food to be delivered was like pizza for my warehouse workers because they stayed overtime to work and I got food for them. So unless food delivery somehow becomes free in the future and I don't have to tip my drivers, I won't be using it, not even now. The next on this list is alcohol. Alcohol in college was cheap. We had $2 Tuesdays, $2 Thursdays. And in Singapore, we had ladies' night where we could enter for free and get about like 3 to 5 drinks for free, if I remember correctly. But if I want to hang out with my friends in LA, a cocktail costs like 15 to 30 US dollars, so no thanks. I would much rather spend that money on food. I'm just glad I'm a cheap drunk, to be honest. I'm happy with just one beer. Next on this list is boba tea and coffee. I love drinking bubble tea and Starbucks green tea frappuccino with extra matcha. But guys, do you know how much they cost? And then if you add up how much you spent in a year, it'll make you feel bad, right? Especially when some bubble tea can cost as much as a plate of chicken rice. Drinking calories or eating real food? Tough choice. Seventh on this list is juicing. I've stopped juicing outside completely because juicing can get really expensive, especially for those of you who have tried juicing. 6 drinks for 1 day worth of juicing was setting me back 45 US dollars at that time. It's probably more expensive now with inflation and everything. And a footlong sandwich from Subway costs less than $10 and it will last me a day or 2 meals, so you get the idea. Next on this list is going out. I would try to lower my chances of going out by being selective of who I would hang out with, where I'll be going, and what I'll be doing when I hang out with my friends, because the moment I step outside my house, I'm spending money in one way or another. It could be gas money if you're driving, or transportation money like Uber, Lyft, Grab, or the public transport, which you still have to pay for it, or eating out. And the next one on this list is monthly subscriptions. I stopped all of my monthly subscriptions, which was only one. And that's probably better than most people, right? I'm not sure. Well, for me, it was a massage subscription, which I still had to fork out money each time I go because I would go for like 2-hour-long massages every week or every other week. So you can kind of see how that would add up, right? And the monthly subscription wasn't going to cover that. So fast forward, many years later, when I had extra money to spare, I bought myself a massage chair instead. One of my best buys ever. No regrets. And the next on this list is expensive skincare. Honestly, it was unnecessary for me to spend $100 on a cleanser when a $10 cleanser can do the same thing. And the main reason why I stopped spending money on expensive skincare is because I can't feel that much of a difference between a $100 cleanser and a $10 cleanser. And same goes for moisturizers. I can't feel the difference, and that's why I can't justify paying that price. And nowadays, there are a lot of affordable skincares like The Ordinary. Check out their products and their prices. It's pretty affordable and really good to use. 11th on this list, which I can't really say I've stopped because I never started it in the first place, is manicure and pedicure. And yes, I still refuse to get a mani and pedi because to me it's a complete waste of money. I'm always cleaning stuff, moving stuff, getting stuff packed, shipped out, and my nails chip way too easily that getting a mani and pedicure is a complete waste of money and no interest there at all. The next on this list is haircut. I stopped cutting my hair that frequently and would try to delay it for as long as possible because a haircut can easily cost 65 to 100 US dollars just for the cut alone without the tipping. And if I want to dye my hair, that's going to be even more expensive, about $200 to $300 on average. So right now I cut my hair every 10 to 12 months. The next on this list is perfume. In the past, I would buy perfumes if I smell a scent that I like, but then after buying them, I realized I don't really use perfumes, so it ended up being a room spray instead. And yes, I still have perfumes from like 2008, which I don't use, and I haven't bought any in the longest time. The next on this list is new technology. I would use my phones and laptops until it's too laggy for me to use. Like my old MacBook Pro lasted me 5 years before it became too laggy and had this like weird clicking fan sound, and I'm glad I changed it because it died on me, literally. And I don't change my laptops and phones every year because that's just being wasteful. You really don't need to change your phones and laptops every year. I hope you guys know that. The next on this list is traveling. This is one of the largest expense on this list because think about it. If you stop traveling, you're going to be saving money on air tickets, accommodation, transportation, food, shopping, yada, yada, yada. Especially, I'm not a backpacker. That's not my thing. If I travel, I want to travel comfortably. For example, an air ticket from LA to Singapore, it's about $1,000 on average if you book in advance for economy class. So think about how much money you're going to save or cut if you stop traveling. The next on this list is full price snacks. If you don't know, I have a thing for snacks, mostly chips, potato chips, especially spicy chips like Flaming Hot Cheetos. And knowing how much things cost actually helped me save a lot of money. A full price Cheetos is about $4.99, but when it's on discount, it's about $3.53. And at the lowest, it was $2.50. So I'll just wait for it to be on discount before I buy, and I'll buy like 4 to 8 of them. But if it's not on discount, I won't buy them, or I'll buy something else that's on discount. The next on this list is cars. Before becoming a millionaire, I wouldn't even consider getting a new car, let alone an expensive car, and cars are way cheaper in the US than in Singapore. So I will only look at used cars because to me, owning a fancy sports car isn't going to make me happy, and that's a depreciating asset. I knew I only needed a car that would get me from point A to point B without breaking down or having the need to do maintenance on it so often. And 18th on this list is Uber and taxis. Even when I was in Poly in Singapore, I would avoid taking a taxi because I know I can't afford it. It's 10 times the cost of a bus ride even without the peak hour surcharge. And yes, I was very frugal with my money as a student. Next on this list is DVD and Blu-rays. I used to have a collection of Blu-ray movies, but I stopped buying them as they can get really expensive, although prices have come down significantly in recent years. So right now I stream my movies online instead, and I know that streaming movies is kind of in the gray area of infringing the copyrights, but hey, when you're broke, you just gotta do what you gotta do, okay? Shh, that's our secret. Yeah. Next one on this list is vitamins. I stopped buying vitamins because I did my blood test and the results were great. I didn't have a vitamin deficit, so I didn't really need to take vitamins. And after I stopped buying vitamins, I still continued to do my yearly blood test, and everything is still good. I think the key is to having a balanced diet so you're getting your vitamins from your food and avoid eating fat food, fast food, oily food, and frozen food. I think as long as you're eating everything in moderation, then you shouldn't have anything to worry about. The next on this list is paying for shipping. In the digital world where we live in now, everything is so convenient to have things shipped to you or delivered to you, but sometimes you would have to pay a shipping fee either because the amount that you have isn't enough to qualify for free shipping, or that particular online store does not offer free shipping. Then what I'll do is I'll try to find an alternative or wait until I have enough to qualify for free shipping. Just like Amazon Prime. I've never paid for it and I don't feel the need to because I'll just wait until my cart has $25, which is the amount needed for free shipping, before I hit buy. And the last one on this list for things I stopped buying are things I can't afford. A lot of people don't really know what someone has to go through or sacrifice in order to become a millionaire. Oftentimes we see the end result, but not the process of how they got there. And if you're not a millionaire yet, don't be discouraged, as it is just a number. It is not hard to become a millionaire if you can lead a minimalistic lifestyle combined with cutting your expenses and then investing the money that you save, essentially making the right moves with your money, because saving can only get you so far. But if you can lower your expenses and cut your spending and use the money to invest, then that will get you much further and become a millionaire much faster, especially if you can get your money to work for you and give you that sweet passive income while you sleep. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are cutting that's not on this list, or what you'll be cutting in general. I would love to hear from you, and don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell icon so you get notified whenever I post a new video, and feel free to follow me on my Instagram. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again next time.